Have any of you ever made a suggestion about anything mechanical? Have you ever dared touch upon it? Say, oh, you're jumping a bit early there, mate.
Every day.
Oh, you do?
The way I see it is like, I don't think you need to be like the best player in the world to coach player. You can understand how the game works, but maybe not doing with your hands. And I think it's all about like winning respect from the player. If like we do replay analysis, and like they feel like I'm just talking nonsense and like I don't understand the game, they're not gonna respect me. But if I show them that like I understand how the game works, what's good and what's like actual in the game, like after they're gonna listen. And I think I'm just like every day I'm criticizing the way they play.
Have they ever said, you do it, here, take this controller?
No, they understand, but like they respect me, like and you need to criticize their gameplay. It's like it's a big part of Rocket League.
So you're SSL, obviously former world champion.
My rewards haven't been above Silver 2 in 3 years. I just don't play it anymore.
You can play the game.
Oh, I can still hit the ball. Like Banana Head and I, like we've like jumped in an SSL lobby and won together.
Do you guys believe, and you can all have different answers, that someone needs to be able to play the game at all to be able to coach Rocket League? Ooh. Do they need they need a certain amount of skill before they get it?
It is very hard to tell, but I think if you watch enough replays and you can pick up, especially as a coach's coaching experience, I think you can definitely pick that up just solely through that. But coming as a player could make it like an easier process, I guess.
Would you agree?
Yeah, definitely. I do think that you do need to understand the game. Something that I've run that's worked really well is we get a lot of PhD candidates that are psychologists who want to become sports psychs. They want to do their research through esports. And they'll come in and they'll offer what I would consider coaching advice. They don't know a lick of the game, but they can still talk to
more holistically.
And they can talk to things that do help the players. But with that being said, how I sort of program is I take a lot of input from the players. So we'll do one-on-one sessions, team sessions, and we all sort of share ideas. And the reason why I do that is because when the players author what we do, the buy-in is higher, and that means when I call something into question, and it might be a mechanic, it might be how we're communicating, it might be our comms, whatever it is, it's come from them, and I'm just the voice forwarding it to them. If I just arbitrarily come along and say, oh, Beat, I reckon you should do some more air dribble bumps. You might be like, okay, who are you to tell me that? Whereas if I come across something that he's already brought to the team, or maybe Torsa Fees has brought to the team, there's a lot more buy-in there. So I don't arbitrarily just pull something out of my back pocket and say, do this. I always try to have some groundwork.
Have any of you ever got it wrong? Ever said, ever jumped in at the wrong time and then like, shut up, I'm concentrating, or said something and...
Yeah, we get it wrong.
Thank goodness.
It's so weird. Like, for example, like all the first split, like the open qualifiers, we were all heading towards the direction that I was thinking was good, and then we just realized that it wasn't working, and I just went like, my bad, that's not how we should play, and we just discussed it, and like we ended up changing and winning the major. So like,
you're a good coach. That's good for me. Sorry, keep going.
But
we're all learning.
No, I think like if I'm doing like replay analysis with the team or with a player, sometimes I'm like, don't you think you should do that instead? And he's like, no, because there is this, and we just discuss. But I think the main thing is just like opening subjects, like as a coach, like you want them to be like, do you really want to take that risk? And then like we discuss about it. Like, so yeah, I'm getting it wrong like all the time.
You just absolutely nailed that. So some of the biggest weaknesses I might see in whether it's a player that's taken a captaincy role or a coach is they'll have an idea and they'll hold it with both hands. Even if it's failing in front of them, it can be really challenging to recognise, you know what I put forward, and just coming clean to the players and saying, hey, I know I offered this and we went through it, it's not working, what can we do? And that can be some of the, I believe that is what makes a sustainable coach.
I mean, looking outside of Rocket League a little bit, there's players that kind of come in, they are top of the game for a long time. You look at, like you say, Squishy, K-Dop Turbo, etc. They are the top players. But then ultimately, there is that point then when they can't compete, where younger players, like literally all of you guys, coming in and taking those top spots, especially then going to LAN. When that moment does end up coming for you guys, because it will, age hits you. I'm telling you this now, I'm the ghost of Christmas future here. It will hit you. What are your aspirations outside of the game? Oscar, you were mentioning, obviously, you had football. Would you kind of go back down that route?
Nah, bro, there's not a chance. I mean, like, football is like, I think you have to play it the whole time. You can't like take a 10-year break and then be good again. But it depends, because if I'm like, still want to be in the game, like as a coach maybe, then maybe I'll do that. But I mean, worst comes to worst, I'll just go back to school.
Yeah.
I'm still in school, so I'm finishing my last year of uni.
What do you study?
Cybersecurity.
Crumbs. Okay, that sounds very clever. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
So you just go continue university and.
Yeah, I mean, after this, I mean, when I get my degree, I'll definitely play until I can, and then yeah, I'll go back into that field, I guess.
Yeah, same for me. I mean, I was in the same boat as Oski is, where it's like, you're still going to be doing it for a while. Like, you don't have to think about it that much. Now, I mean, as I get older, I'm starting to think about other things. I still think I have a few more years ahead of me at the very least. Current plan is play as long as I can. Like I said, I still think I can go for a while. See where I'm at, pursue coaching, maybe go back to school. I always like good at math in school, so I told myself I'd be like engineer, something in finance, something like that. So kind of keeping my options open there, but I also think I would be a really good coach if I decided to go into it. Probably be my first option after being a pro.
I wonder if any of you guys have any thoughts about coaching that you think the others might disagree with. Like, I like to do this to my players, and I'm weird in that regard. Do you know what I mean? Is there anything?
I don't know what it feels like to walk out an RLCS grand final. I've only walked out in front of a live crowd once. So I wonder if like maybe some of our practices might differ just because of our experiences. I know, you've actually had multiple wins as a coach, so I wonder if like your experiences lean there.
Yeah, well, I mean, and it wouldn't be like even a disagreement thing, but obviously, like you said, I definitely focus more on like the analytical gameplay side, and I'm trying to get better at the managing my players and, uplifting spirits, whatever it may be. Yeah. Obviously, I have to learn that. It's my first year. So I guess that would be a difference in our styles.
Yeah. But we don't disagree, but we're different.
Yeah.
I like that.
Because I'm still trying to improve at the stuff he, mentioned. He's been doing it way longer, so.
And I want to learn his stuff too. So we should like combine forces one day.
Yeah, just
Do you talk
coaching
about coaches
staff.
ever? Do you guys ask each other
Just for
advice,
scrims?
opinions?
Mostly.
Just literally.
Usually.
Like,
I mean, there's a few I'm like, I know, and then, I've known forever, obviously. But not much like, there's not a group chat or anything.
No.
one day.
Coaching is pretty young in Rocket League, so like I don't want to be rude, but I don't really want to share the way I'm doing it to others, because it's like the way you're working. Because maybe if you are head about stuff, like you don't want to like give opportunity to like we're still competing against each other. So
Fair, that's completely fair. For this event, for OG, what would be deemed a success? What result is like, you know what, I'll take that.
Definitely at least getting out of Swiss, because last time we went 1-3. I don't think we would prefer 2-3 either. So yeah, we want to get out of Swiss and make it to the main stage.
Okay, Gemma?
Same here.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this has been our best lot of scrims training boot camp. We picked it up running, so I feel like I've gone 2-3 too many times now. So let's go 3-3. No, let's go 3-0 actually.
3-3.
Let's go. Sorry, 3-2, but 3-0 would be great. Let's go 3.
Besides, I think I know what you're going to say, but I'll ask the question.
it's the back-to-back, man. Like
Oy.
like when you win the last one, the only way you can be happy is winning again. So that's what we're aiming for.